let's watch this Fredo interview. I want to actually watch Fredo because he's actually funny. You know what I'm saying? I might watch it in bits. In bits. Can I say bits? Is that weird to say bits? Yeah, watch it in bits. Nah, that's not why.
There's a lot of deliberation right now in the streets. People at home, their neighbors, everyone wants to know, is Fredo on the run?
They're trying to say Fredo's getting a foul.
I feel like this is...
Posty trying to do the Vlad thing, you know. I can't lie, yeah. My bae got me them Hermes slippers, yeah. Let me know what you lot think of them, innit? Like, what you think them slippers are the ones? Because my bae got them for me, and I was like, raw, like, man's actually feeling it. Obviously, like, he's dropped it kind of calm, innit? So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's the little grown thing, you get what I'm saying? Feel me? But you lot are gonna see. I got a serious vlog coming. I don't even want to talk too much. You know what I mean? Like right now, that's why I've just been away trying to work on myself, make sure man's alright, so man can boom, boom, boom. They look calm, innit? Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everyone will say, you lot will say it's not for you till it's for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a couple trainers that I didn't think were for me, like assets. I didn't really think they were for me, but when I put them on, you would say that. Come on, Smokey, man. You gotta try the new things. Like
your first proper sit down, your first proper real long interview.
Yeah, I had one, but it was more, it ain't gonna be nothing like this.
You're a man that says a few words that travel far, but on this occasion you're gonna speak more to us and tell us about your story and what you got going on.
Yeah.
Why now?
I feel like I'm just at that space where I can kind of articulate myself how I want to. I've been really lost for a long time. So, and I didn't really have much to say except for negative stuff or stuff that people could see. And I was kind of camera shy. People think, oh, because you rap, you might not be camera shy or whatever, but I always felt kind of, I don't really like the eyes on me, you know what I'm saying? And even here, I requested like, yo, make sure there's not just a bunch of people watching us so we can feel natural. Yeah, that's what it really was. I wasn't comfortable, but I feel comfortable now.
No, for sure, and I appreciate that. Now, you're one of those artists, for me personally, especially that I've come across since I've been in the role that I am, that since the day I met them, I feel like you were actually born to do this. Like, it is very effortless for you to do what you do.
I take time, Smokey, cuz. Yeah, take time.
You've actually got a special story because They Ain't 100, for example.
Yeah.
I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, was the first song you put out.
The tax thing for me, yeah. I get it, innit? Obviously, these don't dashing money about, and you know it's come from the label and that. It's like, I get it, innit? Because everything's going to get taxed like that. But same time, I don't want to say man isn't really paying their tax, but it's like man liquidated their company, so it's like, how are you really paying the tax on it?
Oh.
Yeah, that was the first song.
And for me, that's like, humbly speaking, it has to be top 20 UK bangers of all time. I'm just saying, it could be top 10, it could be top 5, but it's like, it's a big tune.
Yeah,
and for that to be your first song that you put out, a lot of artists don't have that story. You know, a lot of artists have like videos before they blew up.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that when you kind of became successful just overnight?
Well, I like to think I'm a man that can kind of adapt to any situation. I've been doing it my whole life. Wherever you put me, I'm gonna adapt. So I just tried to adapt as well as I thought I could at the time. So I went with the flow, like I didn't let it get to my head or nothing. I was kind of the opposite. Like my friends had to beg me to move out of Third Avenue, you know what I'm saying? They had to beg me to stop doing certain things. I never thought I was famous or nothing like that. Well, now I don't.
But did you expect that sort of welcome when you dropped the tune though?
No way. I remember telling the man, them like, yo, I just hope this gets 100,000 views or it's gonna be embarrassing. Cause some guys at the time that was like from the other area, opposite my area, they was doing a lot of music and them times they was getting like 250,000 views, stuff like that. And I just remember going on Snap, hearing it everywhere, and I was saying, bro, if these lot can do it, I must can do it, you know what I'm saying? So I just tried that, saying they ain't 100, and I got lucky, yeah.
That's crazy. One thing I don't think you get enough credit for, I feel like you really popularized high fashion as a part of UK rap. I feel like, yeah, in the past, there were rappers that dress nice, or there were MCs that dress nice, but someone that really dedicated their style to like high fashion. I remember like 2018, maybe like 2019, maybe even 2017 was a scary time on Instagram if you follow Fredo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like each post is at least 6 racks. You go across 3, that's a 12.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm moving mad. Sorry, that's 6 3s or 18. Yeah, it's like an 18 each row. And yeah, like that was a crazy time. Like, it was a lot of pressure you was applying to the streets. Now, what made you want to market yourself like that? And were you aware that that's what you were doing when you started doing it? And while you were doing it, did it start to get like mad expensive? Because that's a hard habit to keep up with. Yeah. Like that was, you was going crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't good with money them times. And for a long time when I first started rapping, I just looked at it like free money. Maybe for about 2-3 years. Before I really started understanding like, yo, this is like your job and you need, because it wasn't my only source of income. So I used to just look at it like free money. For a long time, I was just giving mouth half of everything I was getting till it, to the point it come like, big bags are coming down. I'm saying, bro, we're gonna have to sit down and re-strategize or something. I can't give you half of this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I used to just look at it like free money. But I enjoyed it. That's what I like, that's what I've always liked. Nice clothes, jewelry. Yeah, so.
How much money do you think you spent in that period of time on clothes?
Bro, expensive. A lot of money.
It looked it.
Yeah, a lot of money. I wouldn't do that again.
It looked it. I literally saw you make Fendi popular in the UK.
But I like what I like. I remember I was fucking with the T's with the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just about putting it out there, you know.
That, you know, bro. I can't lie. You was like that's actually one of the people that I saw first with the no fear Fendis. That's what I would call them. I remember that still, because I even got a little couple T-shirts.
Saying like, I'm not like the creator, you know what I'm saying? I see certain man with certain things, I'm like, yo, that's hard, and everyone gets it from somewhere, you feel me? But yeah.
Now, you were a part of one of the strongest UK labels I've ever seen for rap.
Yeah.
Since '93.
Yeah.
That was an epic label. It had the likes of you, Asko, Lowski, H. What was it like being a part of that label, especially as one of the strongest members of that record label? What was that experience like for you?
It was nice, you know. I learned a lot, and I know a lot of people have bad things to say about labels or signing, because that wasn't distribution. That was like, I gave them my albums and they'll own them and they just paid me. But boy, Ricky and Glenn, I couldn't even ask for no one better, but they didn't shelf me or ever say you can't do this feature. Or I only got good stuff to say about them, so that was a nice experience. And if I could go back, I would still do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the competitive nature like? Because obviously there's a lot of heavy hitters over there.
It wasn't even like that, you know, because at the time it was like, everyone kind of had their lane. Lowski was doing the drill rap, and he had that lot. H kind of came in like on a whole different vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like a talented rapper who's white, so it was a bit different. And he's from Manchester with the accent. And then me just rapping. So it wasn't even like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even
like
that.
Yeah, Asko wasn't, since '93, he was managed.
Yeah.
He
wasn't actually with them. And I think even that, he went to jail quickly after that. Yeah, so I remember when I was there, the main artist there was Lowski and H. Yeah.
You and Asko have maintained like a good relationship for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
What is it about him per se that you gravitate to, and vice versa?
I think we're similar in a lot of ways. I think that's mainly what it is. We're similar in a lot of ways, but I just fought with him, you know. I've met a lot of people on the journey, but Asko is one of them that I'm locked in with for sure when it comes to rappers. A couple others as well, but for sure. I think we're just similar. Yeah.
What's your favourite straight drop?
Straight drop, Free. But my joint, Zuvi. That's my Asko joint, yeah.
Say their favourite song like that.
You've always been part of the talk of the town in London, especially since the start of your career.
Yeah.
As per usual, nothing's changed. There's a lot of deliberation right now in the streets, people at home, their neighbours. Everyone wants to know, is Fredo on the run?
Come on, man. Do I look like I'm on the run?
I have to ask, are you on the run?
Come on, man. No way, man. Obviously, I understand why people are saying that, but it's kind of like asking me, did you get 5 years in Dubai, or is your girl's Birkin's fake? It's nonsense, you know what I'm saying? The police in England are some of the best police in the world. Don't get it twisted. The man them had a situation and my name was kind of involved in it, but they don't get me involved in whatever they may or may not have going on. So my name was involved, but as far as being charged or being on the run, like, England's got the best police in the world. I ain't on the run. I'm around, you know what I'm saying?
So are you saying that you're not concerned at all with your name being on the indictment?
No, because a lot of guys' names was in the indictment that it didn't go that way, you know what I'm saying? It's complicated, it's my whole area, and I just feel like, I ain't worried about that, bro. I haven't been charged, so, and they would have told me if I was gonna be charged. Remember, I was on bail for this. I only was able to fly out to Dubai to go do a show because they let me. They wouldn't do that if they know they was about to charge me, you know what I'm saying? So, no.
I feel like a lot of people try and piece things together.
Yeah.
And one of the things that were mentioned when people were deliberating whether you were on the run was that one of your companies was liquidated.
Yeah.
And kind of took that as a sign of you being on the run.
Well, I can't liquidate a company without being on the run. I'm trying to like I said, since I've been traveling, my eyes really been opened up to the world, so that's really why I've not come back. Not because I'm on the run. And I've come back, but I just never come back to live. You know what I'm saying? People don't know, but if I was to really clear up everything on the internet, I wouldn't really have no time, but this is kind of what this is about. But no, that ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just opening overseas account.
Now, obviously, I feel like the last 5 years...
I've been slacking.
Yeah, the last 5 years, I feel like you've been through a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was a situation in Dubai concerning some weed.
Yeah.
You had to face some jail time there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've been smoking weed a lot of your life. I remember watching the Rattling Messiah video. You smoking weed then.
As a little boy, yeah. I don't smoke now, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a part of your life.
It has.
But it's so mad, yeah. Like, I don't think man knows how much weed was a part of man's culture. Like, especially like my generation, like obviously he'd probably be in my generation as well. Like, and then a couple man that's a bit older than us. But it's like we just smoked weed. Like, I don't even feel like at a point, I don't even know if I liked it. I think it was just part of my life. So me to stop smoking weed, I've stopped smoking weed when I was 27 is when I stopped smoking weed. And I started smoking weed when I was 12. So from 12 to 27, I smoked weed all the way. And then I stopped. And I've stopped for a minute still. But, you know what I'm saying? Let's not try and figure out my thing. But, yeah, I stopped smoking weed when I was 27. Yeah, man. So, a couple years in now. Not to say I wouldn't smoke weed again, because it's like, but I just wouldn't smoke it the way I smoked it. Let that sink in.
What did it feel like to lose your freedom for something that you do so habitually?
It felt real silly, but at the same time, I felt like it happened for a reason. I didn't feel like that, but people was telling me that. And shortly after, with everything that happened after, I realized, yo, that did happen for a reason. So I remember being in there and like, I remember telling Mouth and 40, like, yo, if they could let us out now or let us out in 6 weeks, I swear I'd pick 6 weeks. Cause even though I'm like in a foreign jail and I got like 8 guys in my cell, I just felt relaxed and at peace, you know what I'm saying? And I was reading, and once I got there, I knew the maximum I'm gonna do is 3 months, and then I'll be out. So once I realized that, I was just chilling. And in terms of the weed, yeah, I just told myself, like, you're here for weed, like, is it that serious, you know what I'm saying? A silly mistake. It wasn't, I didn't even intentionally bring it, but still.
Was it 3 months you did? It felt longer.
No, it was 3 months.
It was 3 months,
Not even 3 months, it was just under 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, again, on the net, they're talking about, I got 5 years. When they all posted I got 5 years, I'm out. I'm out and about, but.
Yeah, we saw the video on the mall.
Yeah.
What would you say is like the main difference between being in jail in Dubai and being in jail in London?
The hygiene, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get no fresh air the whole time. I didn't go outside once. The
hygiene's worse in Dubai.
Yeah, way worse. The prisoners, jails in England is kind of like, it's man them, you know what I'm saying? So you can relate, these jails you're in, it's real foreigners, you know what I'm saying? Fresh people from like a lot of Africans and Asians who are fresh. So like their people skills are different to yours. A man might just, you be in the shower, a man might just cough up a phlegm, spit it right on the floor right in front of you. They're different, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they're just...
No, nasty that even sounds. Like, I'm even thinking, man's African, so it's like, bro, man, go back home. These lot will scrape their throat. Like, they're trying to get the phlegm from back down here, bro. Like, the back of their neck from near the spine. Man, scraping their throat and they'll phlegm it, and you just look at them thinking, ugh. But it's like, I get what you're saying. Like, man, in England, like, obviously some people are dirty, but I'll say a good 85% are they've got decent hygiene, especially when you're put in a place where the hygiene isn't at its best. They like, do you know what I mean? People from prison are very clean. Do you know what I mean? Cleaning some man on the road, I'll tell you that for free, fam. Couple man go jail and get clean.
They're different, yeah.
And you're saying,
it's not violent at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying you use that opportunity to quit weed?
Yeah.
What do you feel
I
like?
use that opportunity more than just to quit weed. I started reading them times, and I just used it as a reflection time. And when I came out, I said I'm gonna do certain things, and I done them. Like make sure I don't smoke no more, start training, and yeah.
We spoke about the differences between London jails and Dubai jails, but come on, man, there must be like some experiences from the Dubai jails that...
Brother, let me tell you this, yeah. We landed, so a lot of people don't even know this as well. If I'm on the run, it was the English police that informed, or I don't know if it was the police or the airport, but informed them like, yo, these guys are gonna have weed. When we landed in Dubai airport, feds was on us, the Dubai feds. It wasn't no question, they're just saying, yo, we know you got it, your country told us, where is it, we want it. We're saying, bro, we don't know what you're talking about. They're saying, yeah? Took us to the airport, jail kind of thing for an hour or so, then took us to the hospital. I'm handcuffed to a bed by my legs and my wrists, 5 days straight. I'm on shit watch. I can only come out this bed to shit in a yellow bucket in front of 3 Arab men.
This is in the hospital?
Yeah, but it's like it's in the hospital, but it's like a special wing that police are at the entrance of the hospital. Like everyone here is detained basically. They're not free. We're all handcuffed to beds.
But why are you in the hospital though?
Because I panicked. So when I realized, I got weed on me, because I just was in Spain. And then I come back quickly. I just shot straight to Dubai, and I still had some weed on me. So when I'm on a plane and I realized, I got weed on me, I just swallowed it. And then they were obviously known. So once they've searched our whole case and they're saying, so where is it? I'm saying, we don't know what you're talking about. They're like, you want to do this the hard way or the easy way? We're saying, boy, we ain't got shit. So they're like, So they took us to the hospital, the main hospital. And I was on shit watch 5 days. After about 3 days, we just gave it to them. And then, I'm thinking, boy, how much years am I gonna get for this? You know what I'm saying? Once I got to the jail after the day 5, And bro, I've been in all kind of situations. That was the maddest. I'm talking about in a hospital bed, handcuffed by your legs and your wrists to a...
How can someone say, they said, bro, you was on the plane, you found out you got weed, and you swallowed it. It's like, why didn't you just flush it down the toilet? I was busting up because I was thinking, do you know what? That actually makes sense. Like, you could have just got out of your seat, flushed it down the toilet, but I don't think we're getting the whole truth, but it's like, fuck it, who cares?
To the bed, and you're just in here, no TV, no nothing. And bro,
24 hours apart from when you need to go to the toilet.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nuts.
It's the only time you can get up, and you're shitting in front of 3 of them. No shower, no none of that. And then yeah, by the time I got to jail, I was happy to get there. You know what I'm saying? At least you can sleep in a bed and got TV and all that, and I'm not handcuffed. And even when I'm going to the toilet, they're putting them same handcuffs on, like them leg cuffs. You know, they don't have them in England, like leg cuffs. These things dig into the back of your heels, like you can't even walk fast. So yeah, it was mad. But then when I got to the jail, they was like, I told them how much grams I had and all that, and they were like, oh, you'll be good. You'll be out in 3 months maximum. And that was it. But then I come out and everyone's talking about I got 5 years. And so yeah, the internet is but I wouldn't mind, you know, just to speak the truth on me. I wouldn't mind like bloggers or whoever talking on me, but for some reason, it's always some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why even with the run thing, it's like, what do you want me to say? I'm not on the run. Can't you see I'm flying everywhere? Like, you can't hide from England if they want you, especially like, I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? They're probably just looking at it like, my name was in it a lot because I'm around them a lot, but at the end of the day, they got most of my area. Before this case, a lot of guys in my area was in jail. Now they basically just cleaned up. They're probably just looking at it like, we done our job. He's out the way. He's not really a problem anyway. And even if I was to come back, there's not really a lot left to even come back to on that side of things. So all that being on the run shit, like, I ain't on the run.
So what you can confirm, as you mentioned earlier, is that you have been back a couple times for your daughter's birthday. You just haven't promoted it.
Yeah, I ain't promoted it.
So you've been back on England soil and you haven't been troubled?
No. Yeah,
Well,
I've been back. I remember I never got charged in the first place. Russ's name's in the case. He's about in England. He ain't been charged. They're saying that Russ is the one who called and said someone's here, and then they're saying my guys went to go and try and see that person. He ain't been charged. So again, it's just like, because I ain't spoke on it and my name's on the case, they're just going to say, oh, he's on the case. But Russ's name's on the case. A bagger man's name's on the case who didn't get charged. They know who they want and whatnot. They're going to put my name on it. I don't really know why, maybe because I'm close to them or they want to make me look bad, but they know I don't get involved in what any guys in my area got going on. They come like into my world. I don't go in their world. They wouldn't even bring me in it.
That would make
And that's
sense.
why
I was sitting down thinking, bro, like, bro, he might, I don't know, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can't believe everything, but at the same time, it would make sense. You know where I'm coming from?
been out here for so long with them and it's been fine. And a lot of my friends have been in and out of jail my whole career, all of them. But it's never been a problem because they don't get me involved in it. I don't need to, like, I don't need to tell these guys, go and do something or don't do something. They're men, they're gonna do what they do. The best thing I try to tell them to is, yo, don't hold them red bandanas in that video. It looks bad. Don't say certain guys' names in your song. You know what I'm saying? Don't always be rapping about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Even with LD, when I first started with LD's music wasn't like that. He was younger, he was like 17, 18, and he was like, this was before Lowski and Band OK and all that. He was like that drippy kid. And his music was like trapping and jogging, Muller. It wasn't like drill, dip. That's not really what I wanted from him. That's Wu and G-Dot's his brother. But you know, once he comes of age and that's the music that his generation's making, and probably guys are talking about his brothers and songs, and you know, that's how it goes. But if you actually look from when he was signed to my thing, he wasn't rapping like that. And I understand why, but I always tell him like, don't do certain things. But they're gonna do what they do. But I've really tried to bring positive to my area because there's enough negative. I don't need to I gotta tell these guys, oh, please don't do that. Or bro, don't do that. Or bro, you just come home, don't do that again. I don't need to make these guys worse, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make them better, which I've been doing.
That's a lit.
If I can, if they want to.
that's something lit to say, innit? Like, bro, like, do you know what I mean? I want to make my brethren better. Like, how much man even say stuff like that? So it's like, bro, like, to be honest, it's actually good that you put out this interview.
A lot of them I just don't want you, and they're gonna do what they do. But if they want you, Capo, Mouth, John, couple others, but they've been caught back in situations. Maestro, the ones who like are not just fully in deep in the road and want to do different things and go different avenues. I'm there for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just those sort of guys in my area I show love to. I grew up with a youth called Traj. He's been uni his whole life, you know what I'm saying? He hit me. He needs anything, I got him. You know what I'm saying? One time I got him a G-Wagon for his birthday, he crashed it with Harris. I had to give him 10 bags. I'm not onto him or nothing because it's not just that side of my area that I cater to, like the guys who might be bad. Yeah, cool, I grew up with them and whatnot, but remember this thing got serious once I was already a big rapper. And when I came into rap, yeah, whatever, but none of my friends had been shot and killed, you know what I'm saying? Billy got shot and killed, Wu got shot and killed. This is all while I'm way out. I've got #1 songs, living in Hadley Wood with footballers as neighbors and all that. So this ain't really what I signed up for. It got real serious in my area once I was out, and I'm just a rapper. There's not much I can, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that when I first came into this thing. It wasn't serious like that. And so people gotta understand that, the police gotta understand that I didn't even sign up for this. And but it is what it is.
I hear it.
Yeah.
That's dark, dog. That is dark. Like, but it's a good point. The Met better write that down, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the charges dropped. You get where I'm coming from?
Your life now without weed and your life before with weed, what do you feel like the main differences that you've noticed?
It's harder to sleep. I dream now. I have dreams. I can eat way more. But apart from that, it's not crack or heroin or nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's really mental. Once you get through that first week or two of finding it hard to eat.
15 days. Remember I told everyone, 15 days no weed, you're not gonna want weed. 15 days on weed, you're a crackhead.
Eat and sleep. You really feel better, you sleep better. My main issue was why I didn't stop smoking for so long, because I felt like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. It's gonna be hard to eat, but once you get through that, you're good.
When you came out, you kind of went viral for putting on a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
What was the cause of that, do you think?
Bro, I was just fucking up the food in there, bro. That's all I was doing. Like I said, I'd stopped smoking, so my metabolism changed. But I'm just eating the same. Like I never had to worry about what I eat or if I drink a fizzy drink, but I had to start worrying in there, but I didn't. So I'm just eating whatever, feasting in there. 1 week I'll buy all the Arabic, the Muslim people food, next week the African. And I just feasting in there, a lot of chicken, a lot of biryani, like I said. Yeah.
How did you drop the weight? Because you're looking in good shape now.
So here's where it's complicated. I started smoking again.
Yeah.
And then just to drop the weight, because I know how it is. Once you go through them munchies, you'll drop the weight. So I just was training and I dropped the weight, but I think that was just a bad selfie. I wasn't as fat as like people was going on, you know what I'm saying? I put on a little something, but
I saw you post something when you said...
I saw man smoking weed, bro. What's man talking about? I saw this nigga bunning weed. Like when he was in Nigeria, he was bunning weed with Burna Boy and that. Like he was bunning weed. He has zoots in his hand, fam. He's taking a piss, bro. He's a liar, you know. I can't believe it, bro. Like, yeah, trust me, because, bro, I'm telling man got fat off fucking stopping smoking. So even to lose the face fat, you gotta do bare shit. You can't just lose weight, stop smoking. You chat shit, man.
Right, I was fat. Do you remember?
Yeah, compared to now, but people was talking like I came out like Rick Ross or something, you know what I'm saying? I was just a bit
crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
We saying they was looking at you different in the streets.
Yeah, they're talking about.
Or was it the same? No, I'm saying in real life.
People were saying the weight suited me.
Oh, is it?
Real talk, people were saying that in real life. But again, the internet's the internet.
Yeah.
They were saying the weight suited me.
Yeah. Obviously, your brand, your name, your identity, it all relates back to Mozart.
Yeah.
That's been heavily promoted and affiliated during your music career. What would you say it was like growing up in Mozart?
It was fun, you know. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So I grew up there, but I had to leave. I done year 6 and year 7 in Hertfordshire. Like my mum moved me out. And then when it was the same out there, she brought me back, and I came back in year 8, but to the same house in 3rd Avenue. She never, my uncle stayed there. So we always had it. And that was like the biggest change. That 2 years when I left, it's like, before I left, it was just like playing out, water fights, playing with lighters and gas cans and all that. And then when I came back, they're talking about, yo, this is Mozart and we can't go there. And I remember coming back and they're throwing pounds at the wall, and I'm saying, what's like, it was a lot. I remember going to my school, and I just came from school in Hertfordshire, so I was like that London naughty kid from the get-go, how they're looking at me. When I came back here, I just fit right in, you know what I'm saying? The kids was way naughtier than me. But it was fun. It was real fun, yeah.
What do you think is the impact or effect that Mozart had on you? What do you think Mozart made you?
I wouldn't say Mozart made me anything, because there's all kind of different people in there. I think kind of you are who you are, and certain things you go through can mold you, but I wouldn't say Mozart made me, because there's all kind of different guys from around there, and they're all different. You got snakes, you got loyal guys, you got law-abiding citizens, you got criminals. So I'd say the main thing it made me was, it gave me street smart. Yeah.
And obviously with life is a journey, and you know, you've lost a lot of friends along the way.
Yeah.
I remember at the start of your career, you used to always scream out this guy's name, G Dots.
Yeah, he died in a car crash.
Yeah. Muscle Gotti as well, he was around you a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen him a lot around you.
Yeah, he died in a car crash as well. Crazy, the same way.
Crazy.
Just in obviously different times.
Yeah, obviously Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about the infamous chain and his story as well. And recently, or a couple years ago, Wu as well.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to those guys.
Yeah.
What effect do you think that losing so many of your friends has had on you?
It's hard to say, you know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I wouldn't really know. It's been happening even from before G-Dots. Amro, rest in peace, Amro. He was one of my friends. He was play fighting with knives with one of my other friends when we were in year 8. Right when I came back, when I'm telling you about, maybe I've been back about 6 months. But he grew up in my estate in 3rd Ave, him and his brother Tarek. So I knew them from before I left. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It can take you like down the wrong paths and put you in the wrong mindsets. You know what I'm saying? Like my last couple projects, I feel like they've been really dark, and without me really even realizing, just because that's the mindset I'm in now. Like this next project I drop, you're gonna hear like a different style of me. But it's hard to write music when stuff like that's going on.
I feel like one of your friends, actually, who's still here, there was a time around those times where you blew up, where a lot of artists were coming through and their friends were managing them.
Yeah.
And Mal, for me, at that time, during that time, really stood out to me.
Yeah.
He was like my favorite friend manager.
Yeah.
Because he's like very down to earth, super humble, very respectful.
Real chill.
Knows what he wants to do, you know what I'm saying? And he just gets the job done.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to have Mouth in your corner?
It was key, you know.
Yeah.
It was just as important as anything. The most important thing, really, especially at the start. He knew music way more than me. He knew the industry more than me. He's the one who taught. When I done 100, I done another song, and I want to do the other song. And he's like, no, do 100. Furthermore, he's the one, 100, like 100. That part, it wasn't even a hook. Mouth saying, yo, that part sounds catchy. Chop that up and put that in all of it, you know what I'm saying? So he's been that key right from the beginning. Everything that, it's hard to do everything I do and try and juggle it and I wouldn't have been able to without Mouth, for sure.
You know, for sure. I remember one time we was in Paris on some campaign, and Mouth was just telling me how much lack of knowledge that you had on UK artists that was like there before you.
I swear, a lot of people think I might know something and I don't know. Even like, not even just with music, just guys or whatever might be going on. People might be thinking I'm thinking about them, and I'm not thinking about them. If I was, or I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff I don't know that people might think I know. But then I know a whole bunch of other stuff that people be shocked. Like, when in my spare time, I like to listen to documentaries and I love basketball, so but when it comes to, I didn't know a lot.
Yeah, and I remember, like, your knowledge on other trivial stuff is heavy, because I remember one time I bumped into you in a restaurant. I don't know if you remember, I was downstairs. Many years ago.
Yeah.
And I just...
What's that begins with K?
Yeah. And I just kept hearing you talk about space in the restaurant.
I'm on that, bro.
You was talking about space the whole time.
I'm on that. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
That's what I realized I like to do. I like to try and learn.
Yeah.
So especially about life and where we might have come from and where we might be going. Especially, that's something you could say, like, a lot of my friends as past, it's made me really wonder about, like, religion and life and what might happen before, what had happened before, and what could happen after. So I like shit like that. Yeah.
Well, we touched on one of your managers, which is Mouth.
Yeah.
Another one of your managers is Sincere.
Yeah, big up Sin.
Yeah. And he's doing really well right now. I believe he's in business with SD Kid, who's like the biggest thing in the UK right now.
Crazy.
How did you guys get locked in? I've heard a rumor that he turned up to your block with some weed before.
Yeah, half ounce of weed.
Is that what sold it?
That's what sold it, bro. Yeah, he pulled up to Trap Spot. I'd just come back out and I was shooting a video. He pulled up. I remember he gave me some weed for free. He didn't sell it to me. Just like, yo, hold that. And then remember, it was a lot going on. I just come out, so he didn't even really say nothing to me. But he was like, so then the next day I've hit Mouth like, yo, who gave that weed? That weed was good. And he's like, yeah, it's a man called Sin. Them times there, obviously, he wasn't a manager or nothing like that. He was just known as being a rapper, and he had his clothing brand. So I was like, yeah, no, that was love. Them times there, when I first started, I'm not used to getting nothing for free. So even if guys would give me a free 5 of weed, I'll be grateful. So he gave me like 14 grams. So I hit him and I was like, love for that, and I wanted more. So then, I linked him. And he...
Off a half ounce of weed, you know, I think that is funny, you know. That is funny.
The way he come at me, he was like, listen, I want to manage you, but I haven't done it before, but I got links, rare, but I don't want no money, I don't want to sign no contract. I'm just going to show you what I can do for 6 months. And then we take it from there. And I just liked the way he come at me like that. And I needed a manager. And I thought, boy, something just told me, fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? The way he came at me, how he carried himself. And I never heard nothing bad about him or nothing. So we just went with it, and that was it.
And you guys still locked in?
Yeah, we never signed a piece of paper once, no management thing, we just been locked in. Yeah, we're still locked in, to be honest. Like I said again, I've been so lost kind of caught up for the last few years, and Sin's a straight hustler. He wants to take over the world. It's kind of, he's obviously had to get involved in some different avenues, but we're locked in for life, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my guy.
Obviously Mouth was your management first.
They've both been my manager, so you could kind of say like Mouth was like my road manager.
And no, but who was the very first initial one? Or was it around the same time?
It was around the same time, because I dropped the song.
Yeah.
I dropped the song, then I went straight to jail, came out, and then the song was big. And then probably about a month after, I done that video where I met Sin. So I was with Mouth from the start, but maybe I done about 2 or 3 club shows before Sin came as management, but Mouth's obviously been with me from the start.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, cool. Let's get into some more juicy stuff. Obviously, another thing that went viral, Mr. Talk of the Town, was the fake page.
Yeah.
What information can you give us about how you think that situation came about?
So I got like it's long to get into. There's segments on YouTube and my business manager breaking it all down in the court. But I'm just a crazy stalker, and every time me or anyone around me is doing something good or looking like we're doing something good, they pop back up. So I really think that was just around the time that, you know, people was thinking, my friends had just got like all them years and they're thinking it's over for me. People saying this and that, and no one don't really know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what, let me just pop back how I popped back with the no comment video and showing them, yo, nothing's drying up over here, and all that other stuff that was going on the internet with them and the other situations. They just don't like to see that, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what it was. But all that, like, come on, man, you think I'm about to, I paid triple for that Birkin bag from what it is from Hermes, you know what I'm saying? Or the chat with Dave, like, Dave knows what it is, so. But it's hard to, if I was, like I said, I was to address everything on that page, I'd be there all day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm glad you touched on the Dave stuff, obviously, because you two, you know, sometimes younger people look up to what older people have got going on because they've been here longer, they got more experience, sometimes a bit more motion as well. But sometimes older people might look at a younger people's flex and motion and think, yeah, I like how them man are moving, kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you and Dave's era was definitely a moment like that for me, especially when you guys were going on the trips, getting the #1s, everything just looked sick. So what is the status of your relationship now based on like those weird tones that were being mentioned
That's
online?
my brother, man. He was helping me on how I should address it and how I should address it. That video I made in the car, like, they basically ran me through that, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
He goes through that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said make the video, ran it by him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want that, because again, it's like, if you don't know the extent of this person and the sort of stuff she's capable of doing, you might just see that and think, raw, is that for real? You know what I'm saying? But that's why I like the voice notes chopped how it's chopped, and I'm not saying nothing in the voice. So even when I hit Dave, he's like, obviously I spoke to him and he's like, no, I knew it, because it don't make no sense. Some of the other stuff they were saying is like, that just doesn't make sense. This girl flipping has fabricated emails, tricked, you know Lizzie Payne, the lawyer, me, Nines and that's lawyer.
Yeah.
Or Jason, the accountant, me and Dave's accountant. She's tricked all these people, like, she's top level, so to trick the internet or whatever and just fabricate some stuff, that's light. Like, she's tricked my man them, you know what I'm saying? She's done madness, all while I've been having a daughter, losing friends back to back, you know what I'm saying? So I've been dealing with a lot. But we just keep pushing posts.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Yeah.
Something that was actually quite epic as well, monumental it seemed. I remember that day when we were all on Instagram and we saw a picture of you, Nines and Scraps.
Yeah.
Obviously you'd been quite established for a while.
Yeah.
Nines has obviously been here for years.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure how Northwest London works. Like, I'm in West London, I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was probably monumental, like someone that heavy in Church Road, standing next to someone that heavy in Mozart.
Yeah.
And it seemed like you guys had started to build like a sick rapport.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a lot of talk on a potential album or a potential mixtape. First of all, how did you guys build a relationship to start with? And whatever happened to that album?
So how we built a relationship was, again, Mouth's got family in Church Road. But we used to be young, and some of the older guys in our area didn't get along with some of them. And it wasn't no issue or no beef or nothing, but it was just like growing up when I was 15, 16, Church Road youths, like, even though I never used to really see them because it's far.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that segments, bro. That is too long, cause fucking hell.